You ever get that feeling that someone's watching you online? Well, you're probably not wrong. Today we're going to pull back the curtain on something called OSINT, that's open source intelligence, and the surprisingly loud trail of digital breadcrumbs we all leave behind. It's time to meet the sneaky little spy in your digital life.
This quote just nails it, doesn't it? We're not talking about some high-tech, classified spy gear here. Nope. This is all about the art of being a detective with information that's already out there, in public. It's about turning your totally normal, casual online habits into a treasure map for anyone who knows how to read it.
All right, so how exactly does this sneaky spy operate? Imagine it's like a free, all-you-can-eat buffet of cyber espionage. The really unsettling part, you don't need an invitation. And the main course, well, it's your public data.
So, OSINT, what does that even stand for? It's open source intelligence, and the most important word there is open. This is literally the craft of gathering info from public sources. We're talking websites, social media, public records, forums, basically anything that you don't need a password or a warrant to look at. It's all just sitting there.
So, what's the raw material for all this snooping? It's your digital footprint. You know, it's the trail of data you create just by living your life online. Every single tweet, every photo you're tagged in, every job update on LinkedIn. Think of it like Hansel and Gretel leaving breadcrumbs, only if they were on a massive digital sugar high.
Okay, so let's put these two pieces together, right? Your digital footprint is like the mud you track all over the internet without even realizing it. OSINT, then, is the Swiss Army knife that anyone, from the good guys in cybersecurity to the bad guys, can use to scrape up that mud and figure out exactly what it's made of. One's the source, the other's the method.
And this, of course, leads us to the big, kind of scary question. What happens when your information becomes a playground for people with less than good intentions? Let's walk through how an innocent digital footprint can turn into a hacker's roadmap. All right, let me tell you a story. Let's talk about Alice. She's just like a lot of us. She uses a fitness app, Strava in this case, to log her daily runs and gym sessions. Seems harmless, right? She's just tracking her progress, staying motivated.
But, here's where the OSINT part kicks in. A hacker sees her public fitness logs. They just take her name, pop it into LinkedIn, and bam! Suddenly, they don't just know her running route, they know where she works, what her job title is, and even who her boss is. All public info, all connected in minutes.
And then, the end game. Alice gets an email. It looks like it's from her boss. It even mentions a project she's on, or maybe an urgent bonus approval. It looks so real, so specific. So she clicks the link. And just like that, the trap is sprung. That is how quickly public data gets weaponized. And look, Alice's story, that's not a one-off. It's happening all the time. A big digital footprint is basically a welcome mat for cyber villains. It powers everything from identity theft to those super targeted phishing scams we just saw. It can even cause huge company data breaches that start with just one employee's public info. So this isn't just about personal privacy. The ripple effects are massive.
Now, if you're thinking, okay, that Alice story is a neat example, but it's just a theory, think again. Let's look at how this plays out for real with some true stories that, honestly, are way crazier than what you see in the movies.
82%. Just let that sink in. 82% of all data breaches have a human element. We're talking about social engineering attacks, those clever, manipulative attacks that are carefully put together using intel gathered from public sources. It's the #1 attack vector, and it all begins with the stuff we share freely online. And this stuff, it happens at the highest levels. Remember the huge Sony Pictures hack? The attackers built their whole plan by piecing together public info about executives. Or when the U.S. Central Command's social media got hijacked, the hackers used public info like it was a cheat code to get in. Even political campaigns have been hit, with hackers using personal details from staff profiles to design their attacks. We are talking about serious corporate and geopolitical drama, all fueled by OSINT. Okay. I know this all sounds a bit like doom and gloom. But here's the good news. You are not helpless in this. Not at all. It's time to pivot and talk about solutions. It's time to get footprint aware and start taking back control of your own story. So, what can you actually do? It boils down to a pretty simple digital hygiene routine. Step 1, audit yourself. Seriously,
Just Google your own name in a private browser and see what comes up. You might be shocked. Step 2. Adjust. Go into your social media, go into your apps, and lock down those privacy settings. Step 3. Delete. Come on, you know you have that old MySpace or some other account you haven't touched in a decade. Get rid of it. And step 4. Use a VPN. Think of it as your digital invisibility cloak. It really helps.
You know, I love this way of thinking about it. Treat your digital life like your Marie Kondo. Go through your old posts, your old photos, and ask yourself, does this embarrassing tweet from 2011 spark joy? If the answer is no, then thank it for its service and get it in the trash. You have to actively curate this stuff.
So, let's bring it all home with this one final thought. Every click you make, every post you share, it adds a sentence to your story online. And we've seen that other people are reading that story. They're interpreting it, and sometimes they're using it against you. So the only real question left is the one you have to answer for yourself. Your digital footprint is telling a story. Are you the one in control of the narrative?